Check us out at Gerald Murray Home Center in Muscle Shoals. We've been serving North Alabama, Southern Tennessee, and Mississippi for over 30 years. We would like to invite you to come by our 5-acre sales center on Woodward Avenue, Muscle Shoals, and visit our $1 million inventory of new and used homes.
Terry Roller up here this morning down with the Athens City School System. I told you I was the sexiest thing on in the morning. That's why I wear shorts up here, you know, throw some life into the old women and stuff watching in the morning. Man, that's the sexiest guy I've ever seen. Let's give a shout out to your mama this morning.
Please, hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Now, what'd she say about my hair?
She said she could take a little off the top. She'd do a little.
Well, you tell your mama I said hello down in Alabaster, Alabama.
I sure will.
Hey, you know, you look like a smart one.
Okay. Yes, he does.
I mean, are you good at pronouncing names and stuff?
Oh, it just depends.
I'm going to put a name. This is a true story. This lady from down in Honolulu, that's in Hawaii.
That's right.
She got her name on her driver's license that it wouldn't fit.
Wow.
Pronounce this for me.
Janice Kali Hana Aku Ku Kai Kai Hiku. Okay,
That's
I'm
pretty
done.
good.
I did better than that. Come on.
Now, here's what's funny. I visited Hawaii a couple times. And so,
Do you know her?
No, I don't. Met a couple people, and so I was teaching at the time, and they said, we're going to give you a Hawaiian name. And I said, okay. And I said, I'm the Big Kahuna. And she said, no. We're going to call you Kapuna Oke Kai. So I actually have a Hawaiian name.
Oh, will that make you special?
I'm kind of special.
I can't afford to get out of Athens, but that's the way it goes. All right, you up here with the school system, everything going so far so good?
Everything's going well. You know, like we mentioned last time, Superintendent Trey Holliday is really doing some outstanding things. Our partnership with the city is fantastic. Mayor Marks, really just a great guy.
What about City Council President Harold Wales?
Absolutely, great guy. Had a meeting last night, and really what we're looking at is we want to move in a different direction. We want to make sure that we're giving the kids of Athens the best things possible, some of the best kids I've ever worked with, and we're looking at visiting some schools. We visited 4 school districts yesterday, looking at facilities, looking at the physical plant to get some ideas, because it's our hope to move forward with possibly doing a new high school. So we're excited about that.
You mean do away with the current high school, not high school?
Well, just basically use it in a different way,
Right.
you know, realign and reshift how we're doing some things.
So where would this new high school be located?
We have property right next to the new
where your office is.
Absolutely, and lots
Down
of
next to
space
Jack's,
right there.
across from the funeral home.
Absolutely, across from the stadium. So we would maintain our athletic facilities, which are fantastic anyway, but look at doing a new physical plant for the high
How
school.
old is that school?
I want to say it was in the 60s. So
That about right, Harold? 60?
yeah.
So it's about time to replace it then.
Well, you know, typically what a lot of people are doing is around 50 years in a plant, but, you know, with the new technology and just upgrading infrastructure, you know, it's really tough sometimes, and we could build some great things that incorporate our 21st century learning that we're trying to do.
Now, have you guys toured Hartsell's new school?
You know, I think that was on I think that may have been on the list.
Because that's supposed to be absolutely fabulous over in Hartsell.
It was on the list yesterday, and so they did Clay County High School, and I think they went and visited Gardendale. Oxford did some new stuff that they wanted to look at, and I think Hartsell was the first one on the stop.
Hey.
So we're excited about it. You know, some of the best kids I've been around a long time, and with our 21st Century Power Up initiative coming, the MacBooks are in, and they're being distributed to the teachers for their training. They're doing some really good stuff with their training. Saw some teachers do iMovies. Shout out to them for doing a great job when I walked in on their training, and Dr. Hamilton and Mr. Ezel, Garner Ezel, they're doing a great job of just preparing the teachers to get ready to bring our kids forward.
Mr. Ezel's little boy was in Tuscaloosa. Rob, on Colorado State. He's assistant coach there, or what do you call him? Grad assistant.
That's right.
Yeah. Was one of the best guys ever to play down there, and was just super funny, could imitate Coach Saban. And I'm trying to go to AL.com this morning. They've got a story. Couple of stories. One of them is on, is it corporal punch? What do you call it when you beat them with a paddle?
Corporal.
You ever whipped anybody?
I have.
Why?
I have mixed emotions about that. You know, I personally, well, why? Well, why not?
Misbehaving.
But, you know, really, I really believe that that's something that was part of my raising and upbringing, and some things that we did in the school districts where I've worked. I've been in 4. It's always been a policy, or part of the policy, and you know, really the administrator and the families decide what's best. And
now, can you whip kids in Athens?
you know, actually, the state gives each school district the authority to do it, and so we do it in Athens. And
now, have you got a paddle?
I do. It's in my car. I have a 2-year-old.
You got it with you now?
It's in my car. Absolutely.
Has it got holes in it where you can get the...
Well, you don't put holes in it because...
What are you carrying your car for? You going to whip somebody along the way?
I have a 2-year-old. I have a 2-year-old.
Come on, you ain't that brutal.
Well, I'm just telling you, we were using the little spoon, and he was like, well, I'm going to get my spoon. He's 2. So don't make me get my spoon. He says, I'm going to get my spoon, Daddy. So I upgraded to the paddle. And really, it's just for show, but... corporal punishment.
Does your mama know that?
She does now.
Oh, she knows now.
This.
She knows. She's not going to like that either.
No, she ain't going to like it.
Special.
Beating a 2-year-old with a paddle.
Oh, he's big, though.
It's not beating them. It's spank their behind.
Well, and really, a couple swats on the rear end is really what you're looking at. And in most cases, it's 3.
There's another article this morning, Terry, on AL.com talking about, and I don't know I didn't get a chance to read the whole thing, but the essence of it is iPads and all these electronic devices, phones, everything, is dumbing down of students nowadays.
Well,
Do you believe that?
I really disagree with that because an iPad or a MacBook or whatever you're using is really just a tool. It's no different than a textbook or pencil. We use calculators and pencils, and those are tools, and people said the same things about calculators. But in reality, what's happening...
You old school, man.
Well, I'm old school. but what happened is kids are using the technology now to really be critical in their thinking and more creative in solving problems. They can make an iMovie in 15 minutes as professional grade. So really, they're developing skills that we never even thought we would get on this level.
You know what I'm having a problem with?
Apple store and you see all the little kids over there.
They put this new software on my iPad and phone over the weekend. I can't even figure out how to work it anymore.
Upgrades.
Yeah, I don't know how to get nowhere anymore. I don't know what the stuff is.
So really, I don't think that it's dumbing down the kids. I just think that really they're used to multitasking and doing all the things that we would say are distractions, but that's just the way kids are wired now.
My deal is, how do kids learn anything about history anymore?
You have to edutain them.
Or is it important anymore?
It's important. It's very important because really you're looking at studying trends and trying to predict what's going to happen in the future and recognizing patterns. And some people are really good at that and some aren't. But, history is important for us, and I think that it's going to be something that is a stronghold in the curriculum. Speaking of curriculum, we just had a resolution on the 12th of September that was adopted by our board where we're looking at college and career readiness standards. And, you hear the big debate about Common Core, but really that's about centralizing so that our kids are competitive on a national level. And so Athens City Schools adopted a resolution to be college and career ready, and that's putting kids in 4-year universities, 2-year junior colleges, as well as straight to work. So we're excited about putting that up in our curriculum and getting things going.
I went 12 years to the same school.
12 years.
My brother...
As long as it's not the same grade, though.
Well, I was in the 8th grade with my daddy for 3 years, but he could drive, so that worked out pretty good. One of my brothers went 12 years without ever missing a day.
Wow. He was the good one.
I went about 8 or 9 years without missing a day.
That's important. That's important.
See? I'm not the total doofus you think I am.
Well, good-looking guy, too.
That's sexy.
Oh,
Cozy.
my.
That's what I am, cozy. Hey, thank you, T. Anything else we need to know about the Athens City School System?
Well, I just want everybody to know that our teachers and staff are doing a fantastic job of getting our kids ready and, come out and support us.
All right. Thank you, Terry.
I appreciate it.
Always. All right. All right, got to take a break. Harold Wells in here. We'll team him up with Jordan, our intern here on the sidelines, going to Athens game this week, which didn't turn out too good, by the way. But we'll talk about that. Muscle Show's pretty doggone good. We'll take a break. Y'all hang on.